Hail and welcome. Good evening. Time for some more stream. Time for some more Vikings. Time for some more Mount and Blade Warband. Where we last left, look at us, we're over a year into the playthrough. So much has happened. When we last left off, we had just done a thing. And I think our plan from here, because we'd really like some more money, is, among other things, go and sell some wool and iron in Dorestad, although we don't quite have as much as I would like. What did I pay for mead? Paid 241, so that's not really a great price for mead, but I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna sail over to Tunsberg, because Tunsberg, I believe, traditionally A, sells mead or buys mead pretty high, and B, sells very cheap tar that I can then sell elsewhere. But I don't think we can sail from Edinburgh, because I think our ships are harbored in Bebbanburg. I just do this, it doesn't say, yeah, see, there's no sail from town. I think I have a cap of 225 at sea, so that is just beautiful. Some upgrades to do, but I'm a little low on money. Nah, I should be fine. Onion. 7, that's kind of expensive. Gonna hold off on upgrading the young warriors until we're a little more flush. No bridge here. Can you see? Let's just extort these while we're on the way down to our ships. Oh, give me money. Oh, 1600? Yes, please. And I will keep my word and let them go in peace. After all, I'm a good guy. Almatic, Alclut. Good friends with those. Antagonize him. So I need to go to Rathboth and turn in. I completed a quest for him. But I want to do some trading and get some more money before I do that, because I am paying a lot every week. I am paying almost 4,000 a week. So I need some silver in my coffers to be able to afford going around and doing story quests. How am I doing on supplies, like food? Fried meat, bread, this is cotton. I still have some butter. Stop by Dennis's ham, haha, and see if they have some supplies. Because usually buying in villages is cheaper. No, they don't really have anything. Peasants? Sure. Stop by Bebenham South as well, see if they have any cheap supplies. Here. Hello, trader from land that doesn't like me. Give me money. Whatever. At least Bebenham South is rated. Robbers. They're not gonna have any work. Nice. Ooh, cheap cheese, cheap dried meat. Score. Noon, and we want to start by sailing across to North Denmark. Gonna wait till dawn. There was a game called that, wasn't there? Until Dawn. Something about surviving a slasher movie. It's not very cheap. Good price for ale? Oh, good price for mead. Pay for my silver. Good price for silver. I don't really want any of what he has. So, cash here. I think I can get more than 400 in Tunsberg for the last 3. Sell those. Well, that was an unexpected profit. I wasn't expecting to be able to sell anything high here. Payout, but I do have some more money now, so it's not so bad. Got to check a wool. Haha. Alright, sail off. I wonder if I can make it directly to Norway from here. Or nightfall. Long breeze, that sounds good. Peace with Glewissing. Get to Tunsberg. Beautiful! So, foremost, trade with locals. Oh, they have a ton of cheap iron as well. I was so right to come here. They will pay a strong competitive price for mead. Give me all your ridiculously cheap tar. And cheap for iron. And some vegetables and some smoked fish. Totally worth it. Anything else I want to do here? No, not really. I guess I could ask for recruits. Norse freeholders, that's too many. We wait for morning. So I could get a decent price for the iron in Ribe, I'm sure, but I will get more for it in Dorestad. I'm gonna do what I did last, which is sell as much as I can in Dorestad, and then if I have anything left, I'll come up and unload the rest. sucks. There we go. Spend the night here on the West Jutlandian coast. Go. Still gonna stop by Ribe though, just in case they have any wool. Iron C 535. Really good. Honey's expensive. How am I on bread? I don't have that much bread. Stacks of. What do you think of my tar? Oh god. Can't handle these profits. So much profits. Tar here. I paid the most expensive unit of tar I paid 83 for. The cheapest unit of tar I sell, I get 323. So quick math is the least profit I made of that is 240 per unit. Fucking beautiful. Still pretty early in the day, so we're just gonna sail on after doing that trading. You know what? I think I should save here. Not too reassuring to see I just fail a quest. Oh, yeah, shut up. Hey, hey, Aurelia. Into Viking some more? Yes, indeed. I'm trying to fill up my coffers a little bit. Sitting on my hands for 20 days cost me a lot in wages. I'm doing kind of my usual trading run. Where are my Norse bowmen? Oh, it's because they've all been turned into Norse warrior archers. go. Save. Fuck you, robber. Oh wow, a whole 4 of them. They really made a mistake. Well, let's advance on this bridge. Well, I'm gonna go here and form a one-man shield wall on the bridge. Oh, right in the dick! I think it was in the thigh, but still, that was a good throw. You running away? There we go. Hey, Morgan leveled up. Nice. Oh, actually. Better than expected. Sneak to Doristan. And trade. So first of all, of course, I want all the jewelry and all the wine. 218 wine. 500 for and now take all of his money. There we go. That leaves me with 17,000, as well as that? 7 units of wine and 2 units of jewelry to sell. That's pretty good. Okay, those kings need to be moved up the list. Here. Stand up. We'll say here. Then my 2 backliners. There we go. Still dawn. Time to get on our ships and good time to save. So I think I want to hit Ribe. Unload some of the wine and jewelry. Make some money. Before crossing, because I want to sell the wine and jewelry as fast as possible before it gets stolen and or drunk. Drunk or drank? Not sure. Before it gets drinkited. God, the lords of Northumbria keep getting defeated and fucked over. That's bad. That means we're losing the war that I'm kind of part of. Trade. Cheap. I think that's pretty cheap for... Oh god, he has no money. No money. He has a little money. He has some. Merchant. I'm not sure it's worth picking up these furs. I think I might be able to make like 100 profit on each. I think I'm gonna hold... Nah, we'll do it. I'll grab the fur. 297. See what I can get for them. Fire here. Sailors? Ew. Fuck off. Ransom broker, but for once I don't need him. many. To cross, and we will dock once. I don't know if I'm gonna. I mean, I'm gonna go to Bebenber first of all, but I think instead of docking there. Oh, that's nice and central. I think I am gonna leave my ships there. Also remember to repair my ships again. Right. Morgant, you leveled up. About your skills. Skittles. Strike. Stir. Freeholder, spearman, landowner, peasant, rebel, bowman. That's it for now. To the ships. The question is whether I should head into Jorvik on the way to do some trading there. I think that might be a good idea. In fact, I think I want to landfall somewhere around here. Buy these villages and see if they have any cheap food for me. Cheap vegetables, I'll take them. Anybody want to join? 13 peasants? I think that's too many. Only take 11. Or I hit my cap, so... So I was looking through my Google Drive yesterday evening, and I came across a setting I actually worked on 8 years ago called The World of Anu. And I looked through the stuff I had, and I really liked it, to the point where I think I want to run my next game in that setting. That's not a setting for D&D specifically, though. That is a setting made to interact with the 13th Age system, which I'm very fond of. I feel like 13th Age is a very good mix of 3.5 and 4th edition, which it should be. It's made by the two people who were the directors, the game directors for those two systems. Boar meat, cheap wool. Oh, and they have some money, so I can actually sell them. I have to see about getting my hands on some more 13th Age books, because a lot has happened since I last played that system. Those are weekly wages. If nothing else, I will at least get to sell my last wine. Cheap iron, I'll take it. Well... good wine price. Oh, I have more wine. Sell all of it, because those were really good prices. Do you have any food? It's so expensive when you're in cities. Take some bread. But yeah, it's a setting with a pretty big, pretty epic origin story. But the current day in the setting is island nations. It's some islands are very big. A few islands are more than 100 kilometers in length. They're almost small continents. But most islands are like maybe 10 kilometers in length. Societies are pretty small. The biggest human city known, the biggest human city in existence, is home to about 3,000 people. When local lords clash, they do so with armies anywhere from maybe 50 men to a few hundred. An army of 500 is a really big army, something you'll rarely see. So it's not like thousands of people. It's very small, very local. It's kind of low tech. Iron is a thing, steel is not. And iron is precious enough that a lot of tools and a lot of like less critically important things will still be made out of bronze. So iron is usually reserved for like weapons and armor. And I was looking through it and I really liked what I saw. That said, I'm saying I think my next campaign will be in that. I'm not in the process of starting a new campaign. I don't know when I'll start my next campaign, but it's not anything I'm planning on doing right now. Because I feel like I have enough on my plate right this moment. Ooh, butter. Give me some butter and some cheese. Sausage too. Barrels of ale, so my men have something to drink from time to time. Didn't I have some young warriors that needed to level up? First, see if there's a lady here. There is. Good. Should be able to tell me where Jarl Rathbone is. Field close to Dennis's ham. Thank you. Dennis's ham. It's funny because Dennis is a very common name here in Denmark. Written with 2 N's, but still. Alright, didn't I have some young warriors that needed leveling up? Freeholders? Leveling up. Where are my young warriors? There they are. Guess I must have leveled them up. Anyway, close to Dennis's ham. That's up here, right? Yeah. Catch up to him. Actually, things are going pretty well. Let's do another save. But yeah, for anyone out there who's into tabletop RPGs, if you haven't checked out 13th Age, I do recommend it. It is a very good system. I feel like it's kind of a compromise between the gaminess of 4th edition, which I personally really like, and the more traditional style, something like 3.5. Spearman. You know what? Those are just ruffians. Let's free those civilians. Let's beat up these thieves. I am so catching up to them. You can't run, bitches!
Out for a stroll, are we?
Oh, this seems a good position. Spears forward. Infantry skirmishers. Where Archers can move a little back. I want them to have high ground up here. Those infantry? Those are... Archers back up a little more. Okay, this looks good. Okay, there we go. Now shoot. Oh, look at that. So many killed. Are they breaking already, or are they just trying to flank? I think, oh, they're just taking up a flanking position. Oh no, somebody knocked out my dog! You bastards! I think my dog getting knocked out might be the only casualty I take this entire battle. Yep. Let's take these prisoners. Share the loot. I don't want any of this. Soldiers are ready to upgrade. Warriors. Freeholders. Go. Alright. There might be someone at Adgefren who can tell me where Rothbath is right now. That's what we're gonna try for. If not, I'm gonna have to go all the way up to Edinburgh. Ask someone. Oh! I see him! Ah! Just whom I was looking for. I have good news for you. Sven Bulnek was seen as in East England. I suppose he's been there because it's a kingdom that gave us supplies, horses, and support when we first got to England. Mostly out of fear on the part of their weak king. East England is a land that belongs to us by his weakness. The bad part is that by now Sven Bulnek has left East England for West Saxe. He's trying to run away from you. As you must know, I have your back. He has sought out the strongest enemy we have. I do not understand why he betrayed Sigurd. I think I can answer that. A messenger from my brother Sigurd came to us shortly after your arrival, unfortunately too late. Sigurd told us that we had to be careful with Sven Bulnek. Apparently someone killed his brother, Ulvir Whitehair, very dear to Sven. The assembly will not punish the guilty party. Sven thought that Sigurd had broken his word to him by not defending his right to revenge. Just before leaving with the fleet, Sven Bulnek renounced his oath to Sigurd and promised to take revenge on his own. I'm the one who killed Ulvir, but I did it in self-defense. Messenger did not mention your name in his story, but I imagine there are many troubles between you and Sven. That can only end in blood. Hey, I gained reputation from that. Sven Bulnek is now an outlaw and an enemy of the Danish, especially the sons of Ragnar. However, West Saxe is a strong and large kingdom. Sven Bulnek could just hide there. You would never find him. However, he has two things that West Saxe needs. Ships and good sailors, so I think I know where they will send him. Tell me what you know. During the time you were busy in the kingdom of Alban, I met with my brothers and we sent fast ships south for more information. Almost certainly, the Asturian fleet has left port. The letter you gave us mentioned that they are meeting with people sent from West Saxe in Francia in a village called Dua-an-Inez. Inez? There is a man called Bodo, once your companion, who is now with the Saxons, so we must assume that the Saxons have the same information as we do. My feeling is that West Saxe will send Sven Bulnek and Bodo to Doa-an-Inez soon, if they have not already done so. Bodo will not work with Sven, he hates him as much as I do. Maybe, I do not know so well as you, this Bodo. But now he is not with you, but with our enemies, and I know that you are finished with him. Cannot take the risk. These men from Asturias are very important, and we could use them for our side against West Saxe. There is a traitor among them, a man named Silo, who was a prisoner of my brother Bjorn when he was in those lands. Bjorn freed him after earning his loyalty. That man has been passing us information in exchange for silver. Much silver. Use Silo to gain favor with the Asturians, to pit them against West Saxe and join us. But if you fail to convince them, kill them all. Finish everything you have pending, as you will be out several weeks. We have gathered men and have prepared ships for them. They await you in Bebbanburg. Ask the old captain at the port. He is the man who deals with hiring sailors. Above all, remember that it is very important that this Asturian army never helps West Saxe. Okay. Save. So I do have one concern. And that is... well, I have two concerns, and that is money and supplies. So I think I want to do a little more trading before I jump on that. He said I will be out several weeks. That means I need to have money for several weeks' worth of wages. While you travel, a man comes to your army. A few yards away, he puts down his weapons and shows his bare hands. You barely recognize him. It is the same man whom you interrogated in Dockinga, the Viking captain that you had let live. Oh, let's see what he has to say. Sir, surely you do not remember me. My face looks much different when it's not being tortured. I am the man you questioned in Dockinga after the battle, Olaf the captain. The truth is that after my defeat, Sven disowned me, and I've been without a lord ever since. I served as a mercenary, but had bad luck. I spent everything I was paid on mead and women. I was looking for you because you are the only person who showed compassion for me in the hardest times. I want to serve you, to fight in your army. I will be faithful if you accept me. I think he's a spy. I think the kindness in my heart wants to accept him and give him a chance, but really my gut feeling is he is a spy, or he would have come sooner. So I am going to send him away. I understand and accept your rejection. You will not see me again. A messenger approaches, beating a squalid horse. He stops in front of you, taking a breath, and shouts, "This message is for somebody called Bjorn Anderson. If you want news of your mother, go to the Boar Grove near Dummock and look for the lumberjack's house." Kicks his mount until it starts moving again and rides off. Boar Grove near Dummock. Stop moving. Boar Grove near Dummock. Let's have a look at where Dummock is. Near Dunwich. Okay. I have a pretty good idea where Dunwich is. It's pretty deep in enemy territory, though. Oh, Dunwich is a monastery. That's why it didn't show up. Well, I don't really care about my mother. I guess we'll do it. But I want to go to Dún Breatain first, so I think I can get a good price for these furs there. Maybe someone there will pair them up with some apple-bottom jeans. How's my army? Army of enemies has been spotted near Edinburgh. Oh, am I wandering into battle? Could be. It's not in it. However, it might be. Oh, that's just a trader. Surely that's not what I was talking about. Off to Dún Breatain. Maybe it was something across the river or something. Actually, let's stop by Aidenham West. What ho, villagers! Cheap cheese and fruit? Why, thank you. Just what I was hoping for. 2 Norse freedmen and 3 in the picture. Guess one of them turned up just to say he wouldn't be joining. I need a shave. Look at this. So stubbly. I think I'm gonna go shave and take a shower after the stream. Okay, first of all, trade. That is cheap mead. Holy shit. Give it all to me. 185? Top mead price? That is a steal. And you have iron, and you have wool. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. And just as I suspected, you will pay a decent price for furs, which means I am out of pocket very little on this transaction. So little, in fact, I think I trump it up with some bread and cheese. Butter. Have room for 11 men. Might that be 11 Frank horsemen? I really want to hire these guys. I'm gonna do it. Even if that means I don't have as much money as I'd like, I had to do it. How much money do I have now? See? Now I need to find some cash. I am definitely not ready to sail off to war. But then it didn't tell me that I had to go immediately. It told me that I had to put my affairs in order before I went. I would really like at least 20,000 in my pocket before I head out. Go select a new marshal. Okay. Seems like everybody is supporting Koenigsegg, but oh, here comes. Oh, and suddenly it's a tie, almost. I will support the guy who has the majority. And then he gives it to someone else anyway. Oh. Okay, I need a new marshal. Who do you support? Candidate A or candidate B? I support A. I support B. I support B. I support A. Okay, I'm gonna go with F. That will never not be funny to me. Oh, that is expensive. I think that's a decent price for linen, but I have no idea where I can sell linen and get a good price for it. Decent price for mead. Sell much of it though. I'll sell it for above 400. Get any. Okay. Devonburg and then another Tunsberg run, I think? I think that's the plan. Some soldiers are ready to upgrade. I have some prisoners as well. Definitely need to get rid of those before I try to go to Dorestad again. Tell me about your journey. Doesn't sound like good. Doesn't sound like very good trade goods they were transporting, so nothing really I wanted to take from. Wait, it says 227. I thought I was at 225. I think I might have too many men to sail. Okay, so you can't just keep extorting a trader over and over. You have to give him some time after you extort him. That makes perfect sense. Get rid of a couple of peasants. I think now that fits with my needs. Two things I need to do before I sail from Bebbanburg. I need to check for a ransom broker, that would be nice. And I need to do repairs on my ships. So, need Hall and ransom broker first. It's an old captain. None of these people look like a ransom broker. Actually, that guy in the record might. Oh, that's a lady. That's a happy wit. Alright. Secondly, see about British. Go. Any trading to be done? I doubt it. Yeah, I was here too recently. Wait for dawn. Sail for Hunt. Some of my meat, I can live with that. Trade. Cheap tar again. That's sold at a decent profit. A little more expensive than last time. Still tops out at 136. I will definitely be making a good profit on this tar. Dawn. And then sail for Ribe. Probably have to do a stopover. Maybe not with this wind. Ah, it's still pretty far down. dusk now. Right. Then if there's not a ransom broker at Ribe, gonna wander around Denmark a little bit and find some young warriors who will buy our prisoners. I don't want to bring them to Dorstead. First and foremost, no, these look, this is the host, yeah. No ransom broker. It's okay. The trading opportunities. Nothing jumps out at me. Sell all this tar. Okay, on foot. Young warriors, where are you? They're usually someone in this group. Haha! Exactly whom I was looking for. $600. That was around 700 pennigas. It's definitely worth it, I think. Noon, so we dawn. You know what? No. I'm gonna sail now. Make a little bit of time. Troops. Oh, Nithler, I am indeed winning. Thank you for joining us and making this stream a little more glorious. I have been given an important mission. and I'm trying to amass some money before I go do that mission so that I can afford to pay my men for the duration I'll be away on the mission. Now the plan is to once again sneak into Dorestad. Sell some iron and some wool. What about you, Nithler? I assume you've been gaming today. Have you been winning? Oh, leave me alone. Winning quite a lot? Ooh, tell me about it. These are good prices. A lot of wool. Do have a good amount of iron. One at Seven Wonders at your friend's house, hanging out with his adorable daughter, chilling. For that, playing Hunt, one quite a lot there as well. Nice! You're just on a roll today.
What's this then, eh?
Expect a terrible headache tomorrow. Oh, I hope not. This might be a little rough. There are 7 of us. Plus the dog. There are 35 of them. Are you ready for tomorrow? I mean, I guess. I haven't really done anything to be ready. I haven't, like, read up on the rules or anything. I don't need to read up on my background story. I can remember it pretty well. Oh yeah, I did. Why did I do that? I feel like the topic came up somehow. Oh no, Morgan has been knocked unconscious. But I mean, as for reading up on the rules, how hard can it be? Roll a d10, add your stat, add your skill. That's it, right? I also don't really have any complicated tech on my character. But what I'll probably do is I will sit down for a big lunch right before we start. And when I sit down for that, I will probably go over my character. The new versions of... No! The new version of the Cyberpunk tabletop RPG. One called Cyberpunk Red. Which is very, very much like Cyberpunk 2020. Not gonna take this here. Loot. This is going on in join. Yeah, I don't think there's I think we're all filled up for that group. Oh, it is in reality. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. I'll be honest, I'm not super invested in my character, so if it turns out to be as deadly as 2020 and he gets killed, it'll be whatever. I'm just looking forward to the role-playing, getting immersed in the setting. Standard build up some more. Yes. Or rather in the village north of it called Dockinga, but yes, Freeze is where I started my adventure. But because I helped save Dockinga from a Viking attack, this guy who's a complete asshole somehow got that twisted into me being the bad guy, and therefore I was outlawed in Freeze and had to head up to Denmark. But you're absolutely right, I was found, I drifted ashore here, kind of back to my roots. Yeah. So what I do now, because Dorestad is very, very hungry for wool and iron, and has a very cheap wine and jewelry, is every once in a while, since I'm still not welcome, I will sneak in to do that trading. Because it is very, very profitable. Alright, good time to save. Definitely another trader. Oh god, I just lost 2 jewelry. Yikes. That was expensive. Please let me go into the... money. Just because I took all his money selling him tar. It's late afternoon. Thing I want to buy. The goods trader. Oh, wrong button. Change my mind. Look at the... That's not super cheap. None of this strikes me as a really good deal. Smoked fish. A Danish specialty. Danish delicacy. I've actually never... I'm not sure I've ever had smoked herring. Just like, very much a Danish specialty, especially, we have this small, tiny island south of Sweden in the Baltic called Bornholm. And, they are well known for their smoked herring. Yeah, I just bought some smoked fish as supplies to for my men. Kippers, smoked herring preserved in oil. I didn't know that, but that doesn't change anything, as I don't think I've had those either. And I mean, I'm not really desperate to try it because I don't like fish. So... Oh wait. Whoa. So I highly doubt I'm going to get much out of kippers or smoked herring. Hail and welcome, Telcree! I mean, if a friend was sitting next to me eating a dish of smoked herring and offered me a bite, I'd probably try it, just to be able to say I tried it. But I wouldn't expect to like it. Actually... Oh, did Sachiko show up? Oh, Jesus. I'm not keeping up with chat. Hello, Sachiko. There is... I generally don't like fish, but there are exceptions. Canned tuna. I've had tuna steak. I really didn't like it. But canned tuna, I am quite fine with. Enjoy that on a slice of toasted bread with some mayonnaise. Maybe a squeeze of lemon. And canned mackerel in tomato sauce, or just in tomato. I don't know if that's a thing internationally. That's very much a thing in Denmark. I'm okay with that. It's not my favorite thing, but I do like it. Preferably, again, toasted bread, mayonnaise. But I think that's all the fish I like. Not a big fish guy. Expensive. What about fish fillets? Fish fillets or fish sticks I can take. I think it's something I will happily eat if that's the only option, but if there are other options, I probably won't go for it. Fishing, looking for... Oh, you used to do that, Telkri? I think it was just before you showed up, but the whole beginning of this conversation was because I, in the game, bought some smoked fish for my men. For supplies. Guess I'll start building up iron and wool again. Take cheese. Sausage, some bread. Sell some wine. Oh, look at these prices. Ooh. 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 So I'm thinking West Saxony is our enemy, right? At war with Kingdom of Denmark? At war with... It's actually not at war with Northumbria. But I was thinking, to make some more money, maybe I should go do some raids. Maybe raid some villages of some of these nations that we're at war with. You, your stepdad, your uncle used to fish a lot. A whole freezer full of just fish. I mean, that's great if you like fish. It would be kind of pointless for me. But I did go fishing with my dad a few times when I was young. I was never really into it, but it was spending time together, so I did like it because of that. East Anglais or Gwynedd. This is Gwynedd. Yeah, I think we're gonna... What about Mears? We at war with Mears? No, we're not. Okay. I think I'm gonna sail down and raid, I'm gonna go do the Borgrove thing, and then depending on how that goes, I'm gonna raid a couple of villages and then head back north. I think that's the plan. Ships. Well, that is a good point. If they're in a fantasy world, silver has some real application. Whereas gold is just shiny and pretty. I want to beat up these thieves. Because... get my men some experience. If I'm lucky, there'll be some
I'm
loot.
gonna break your legs. Nice and slow.
Nice and slow! Well, I am in England. Right, everybody take positions. Have magical properties? I mean, sure, but anything can have magical properties. Archers, back up a bit. Backline. Back up the archer. I mean, I really like in the Exalted setting where gold, one of the reasons gold is so valuable is it is the main ingredient in making orichalcum, which is like the strongest metal there is. Very powerful magical material, very sought after. Could my cavalry move forward? Here they come. Alright, start shooting. I was talking about this earlier, but I think most of you weren't here yet. But I was going through my Google Docs, my Google Drive, yesterday, and I came across some notes for a setting I created. Not for D&D, but for something called 13th Age, about 8 years ago. And reading my notes for that setting really made me want to run some 13th Age again. I play Shadowrun. Very D&D with guns and cybertech. I don't know what it is. The mix of cyberpunk and fantasy in Shadowrun just somehow kind of it somehow brushed off on me. I never really got into it. It never really grabbed me. Reflect the light of the sun over gold. Oh, not just reflect it. You need to melt and refine the gold using the light of the sun. Unless you subject it to sun for like centuries or millennia, which is what happens with naturally occurring orichalcum, of which there is very, very little left. Of urban fantasy more than you do steampunk. Fair enough. I guess I like urban fantasy, but I don't so much like urban fantasy when it's with like the classical D&D fantasy tropes. I guess I like what you would call urban fantasy with more modern fantastical elements, like modern folklore and stuff. I feel like Shadowrun for me, it's a bit too much D&D but in cyberpunk. Whereas if you take, for example, the presentation of fantastic stuff in something like what's it called? Hellboy? I really like that. Running Bleach the anime? The RPG? Is there an official Bleach RPG? Unused D&D 5e heavy mod. Okay. Cavalry! Kill. Infantry. Infantry, charge. Spears, charge. Charge. Waste all your money and books for it. I've tried doing Bleach RPG. Myself, coming up with my own version, and it's something that I have trouble with in any adaptation of shonen anime. And that is, in a shonen anime, you generally want to hold back your power. You want to beat your opponent using as little as possible as your power, showing as little as possible of what you're able to do. That is a very, very central trope baked into shonen anime. Whereas in a role-playing setting, unless it's something that you have a limited number of uses of, the smartest thing is always just hit the enemy as hard as you can immediately to make sure you lose the least resources every fight. Like in D&D, unless you make something like a Bankai a once per day, then it would be stupid not just to Bankai at the start of every fight. But that would completely not be in tune with Bleach unless you're Ichigo. I don't want to take prisoners right now. So that's the problem I always had trying for myself to put together an adaptation of Bleach. They say Bankai makes you 10 times as powerful. I find that hard to balance. Have it penalize rewards? I actually did work on a system like that for an anime-inspired 4th edition game I ran that did work like that. Dawn, and then we're gonna save. But yeah, I think because of that setting I came across, I want to pick back up and do some work on that setting, while still working on my 5th edition setting. But I think my next campaign, which I don't have any plans right now of starting another campaign, but when I do start another campaign, unless I change my mind, I think it's going to be 13th Age, and I think it's going to be set in my setting called the World of Anu. I attempted that Bible game. I think so. I think there might have been something like that there as well. I don't quite remember, Aurelia, but I think it might be. This is so an ambush. I am so heading straight into an ambush. Save. Important. All right, Niddler, sleep well. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Clicked too fast before I had a time to reach it. Something about there being a hut. Let's go approach the hut. Those are fortifications. What am I getting myself into here? Those are skulls on stakes. That's a cairn. Boy. What do we have here? That looks like a priest. Beta. Ah, Are you tongue-tied? Excuse me, sir. I am a man of God, a priest of Christ. You are Bjorn Anderson. Sorry, I am an idiot. Let me introduce myself. I am Beda. I joined the Holy Church when I was but a boy and eventually became a priest. I believe that even the toughest warrior has a place for Christ in his heart, that I can better fulfill the mission God gave to me in shield wall than in sacristy. I am of Angle origin from Meerse, but I lived most of my life in Whittam Keister, centre of West Saxe. I served for some years in the court of King Ethelbert. Honestly, he retained no great men of letters, unlike his brother Alfred. Ended up in Dommock in East Anglia, near where I was born, but then the Danish came, and the kingdom ceased to be safe for men of faith. I am an honest and helpful man who always gets along with everyone. What do you think? Was it you that sent the message? Yes, yes. She sent me to talk to you. I was with her. I mean, that I was her servant, her slave, when the Danish Sven Bullneck took me prisoner. Sven is terrible. I was afraid. I often thought about escaping, but I was so scared I did not even try. Making me worried, very worried. Please calm down and tell me about my mother. Please do not be anxious. When Sven was anxious, he cut off the fingers of those who bothered him. Look, I'm better, and I'll tell you important things. I was the slave of your mother after the Danish captured me in East Anglia little more than a month ago. She is not well, but that you already know. She is very ill, is dying. Most of the time she does not remember who she is and says strange things. The Vikings of St. Bullneck think she is a seer, someone who has spirits, and they consult her about their fate. Sven has married her because that is believed to improve luck. He says that when he captures you, he will sacrifice you to the gods because you have the bloods of a seer. I'm listening. Sven Bullneck is a troubled man, and you have become his obsession for having killed his brother, a man named Alvir. Your mother predicted Alvir's death at your hands, and Sven is angry with his master, Sigurd Ragnarsson, as he was the one who sent Alvir to where you were. I've only known Sven a little. I hear the men say he was once a great leader, a shepherd of men. To the contrary, I saw a man who maintains loyalty through fear. Sometimes your mother could remember and be herself. Then she would speak about you, her son. She said that you were destined for greatness, and that your destiny is beyond the control of the Norns that sent Sven. Only she regrets that her end is near, and that she will not see you. She told me to flee to find you, and remind you that the happiest day of her life was when you came into the world. Aww. Also told me that if she never sees you again, she would always be by your side. Where is she? When I escaped, we were close to Grante Brüchke? But that was 2 weeks ago, which is what it took me to find you. The last I heard was that Sven Bullneck gathered his men and led them to their ships to be at the service of the king. I understand. I think I know where they went. That's great. Listen, I can't remain here. Your mother asked me to take care of you, so I'm going with you. What precisely can you do? Well, sir, let me tell you, inasmuch as my main mission is spiritual, I shall bring peace to every soul in this shield wall. I will be useful in every kind of battle, be it mundane or be it spiritual, be it against the very hordes of hell. All right, sounds like you can do the job. Okay, so I don't even get the choice. I don't even get the choice of whether I want to hire. Oh no, I heard a noise. They followed me. Sven's men have followed. Well, time for you to show what you're worth. Oh, he's already been cut down. Oh, he sure is good to have in my shield wall. Damn it. Stop it! You fuckers! Man, you sure were helpful. Alright, what good is this beta fucker? Show me your skills. Good persuasion, good leadership, good trade, decent medic, but I already have that covered. He's a pretty good all-rounder. Needs to get some better equipment, though. And I guess I'm the one who has to foot the bill for that. Which reminds me... Asbjorn. Instead of sling rocks, I want to give you sling lead. Actually, you can have both. Okay, so what's happening? Into the middle of a war party here. Okay, I got them split up a little bit. Well, I was just gonna raid some villages, but... guess, gonna have us a bit of a tussle. Further away from the others. Oh, this is screwy. Gate. Right, so I have spearmen holding the gate here. Thanks. I think part of the reason I'm so interested in going back to that old setting is actually because I've been playing this. Because it's kinda, sorta Viking-inspired. the setting is based around what's it called, archipelago. Like everything is islands, and you generally want to stick to the shallows because in the deep water there are sea serpents and dragons. Dragons are aquatic in this. And it's very low tech and low population. It's like if two huge armies clash, it's not going to be 10,000 on either side. Huge armies is like 500 or 600 on each side. So a single individual matters more. Kind of, the player characters are part of a special group called Scions, which is okay, so humanity exists as the direct result of the blood of gods being spilt in the world. And the very first humans were extremely powerful. They were almost as powerful as the gods. And that blood has since thinned, so humans are generally not as powerful anymore. But then there are a few humans whose blood is stronger. They are scions and they have special powers, and that is what players will be playing. The odds are not in your favor today, he says, stepping up to me with half the number of troops I have. Rousing speech. The other side of these houses. Are coming. I like my position. off with his head. Very well. Still took some casualties. But only 6 were killed. That's not bad. My prisoner now. Oh ho ho! I don't want to take any. Loot and common. My men can have all of that. Hey, hey, Zahel! Hail and welcome! Tar, take boar meat, some bread. Money, what a lousy haul. Cash, okay. Cash. Is Dunham South rich? Dunham South is very rich. We're going to Dunham South. Any upgrades? Let's get a third standard bearer. Companions, 1 spear. Oh, that looks big. Hold on. Okay, this is very risky. Oh, those guys are also raiding, so they beat me to the village. They beat me to raiding the village. You sail down and raid a little bit in the south of East Anglia? That also a fortress? That looks like it's also a fortress. Let's go get some ham. Some Kulna ham. Culinary ham. Small bug crawling on the screen, you say? The insectoids are invading! Looks like victory. "80 people died just so I could plunder that village." So should I try to go all the way in here and raid some more villages? I don't think it'll pay off. Ah, fuck it, let's try. Did just save. Oh, Solveig leveled up. Fun aside, Solveig is actually the middle name of my maternal grandmother. Arthro, I guess? Maintenance. They changed their mind. Okay. That felt good. That felt very badass. Dear. Oh dear. That could be trouble. But fuck it. Doesn't seem like I have skirmishers on the battle. Grey Wolf Artorias, hail and welcome! We are right now in the process of bullying some hapless peasants. Because they made the mistake of having stuff, and I want stuff. They're gonna pay for having stuff, as I'm taking the stuff. Climb up here, get a good view. Any mods or vanilla? So this is an expansion that started out as a mod, but the developers then added it to the game. It's called Viking Conquest. Apart from that, no other mods or expansions. Standard running first. Play the basic game in Warband. So this is Warband, and then with the Viking Conquest expansion. That's enough now? How much does the Viking Conquest add? An entire story campaign, a completely new map, boats and sailing, and it revamps the skill system. really good so far. I'm really enjoying it. It's also my first time playing Mountain Blade. Where are all my archers? Did I not really get my archers for this? Looks like it. It would be helpful if I had my archers. Oh, you fucker! Stop it! Stop bullying my cavalry. Well, here come my archers. They just spawned in. This is gonna change a lot. Ranks. Playing all day. Yes, yes, absolutely. It is, oh, we gotta save those archers. Last time I streamed this, we had a look at the, specs. The prerequisite specifications for Mountain Blade 2, and much to my surprise, it turns out that I can actually run it. Don't know if I can stream it, but definitely when I'm finished with this, I'm gonna do some other stuff, but at some point, I will get Mountain Blade 2, and I will also stream that. Because I am enjoying the hell out of myself with this. Back a little bit, let the archers do some work. Guys. The Bannerlord is sadly still in early access. Yeah, and I probably won't get it until it no longer is, unless I pick it up in a bundle or something. But that's okay, there are plenty of other games I want to stream. It's not like I'm in a hurry. Scouting. One dude with a sling. There we go. So I lost 30. 73 can no longer fight, 30 of those died. They lost 366, of which 268 died. I like what I'm seeing. This is a nice tight formation. Looks like I'm mostly up against peasants. Garbage right now. Ow. Watch out for it. Please don't spear me in the back, guys. Yes, I love that Valkyrie. It's very chaotic. It's very kind of clusterfucky. I am, except for the commands and controls sometimes being a bit wonky, I have no doubt that this is very much how a real battle can look. Eight only. Oh, Jesus. That was a slaughter. Continue rating. There we go. Amber, Ivory. Oh man, still holding one. Here. How's my army looking? 175 still fit for fight? Nah. It's fewer than that, but still. Pretty good. I think good enough that we can go loot Rendlesham as well. Maybe even Dunham South. Good. Chen. Sorry if I'm being quiet. These battles actually require a little bit of concentration. I may have the upper hand, but I'm still trying to minimize casualties. Thanks for the help, North Mather Viking. I think I had it under control. But nice kill secured. Oh, you. Ooh, silver and amber. Oh, that was a good haul. Filled to bursting now. Alright, back to the ships. Maybe not. Not gonna raid this trader. Just going to extort them. Oh, you want me, don't you? No, you can't have me. Gonna have to night sail today, but that's okay. Doing well. Let's give Dunwick a bit of berth. I don't think I'm very welcome in East Anglia anymore. For some reason, I think they might resent me. How many standard barrels do I have? Two. Give me one more of those, and then spearman. Ah, Norse veterans, wreckers. Cool. There they are. Spear. Spear. There we go. now I'm gonna go sell some of all my loot. Hopefully have a bit more money. I would raid Norham. I'm tempted to raid Norham, but the fact of the matter is I simply don't have enough room in my inventory for any more loot. Seems to take it really personally that I took him prisoner. Alright. See ya. You know what? Aw, I should have taken those. It's not cheap. Okay. Oh wait. Do that. Redeem your battle trophies. 2,000 Penninger. Yes. Tar. Price for the furs as well. Keep the honey for my men, I think. It's not a great price for wine. I think I'll hold on to the wine. I will be losing 4 Penningas on this deal. You know what? I think I can live with it. Hire men. Because I don't spend it. Books are so fucking expensive. But here's the thing. This is before the printing press. So all of these books were transcribed by hand. So I don't know if they're still overcosted. I don't know if they're too expensive, but it definitely makes sense that they should be expensive. Alright, next up, Bevenbur. See if I can get a better price for my wine up there. Who did I need to talk to? Old captain at the port in Bevenbur. start trading. I mean, that's cheap soapstone, but I don't really want to make a soapstone run. Now that's really good price for wine. Load. That was kind of a fortune. And I have a ton of food. That's really good. Now I'm actually over the 20,000 I said I wanted to be before I went off on that mission. So let me just see if there are any volunteers here. Shore up my numbers. No, doesn't seem like there are. What a shame. Guess I could go to the mead hall, but that's gonna cost me, so I kind of don't really want to. Veterans. Oh, veterans are really good, though. They're very well equipped. How expensive? 5,000 for 12. Alright, so what I'm thinking is that we're gonna save here. That'll be it for today. And then our numbers aren't that great. But next time we are going to try going on the mission, and if that goes completely to fuck because we don't have enough men, then we're gonna reload this save that we just made, and then we're gonna build up our numbers to our ship's capacity, build up so we have the 20,000 again, and then go on the mission. That's going to be next time.